Step, step, step. Oh, hey there. You should probably hit that. Oh, and should definitely ring-a-ding that. Feels weird that this is where it all started. The future of my future. Or the future of Fazbear's. Pick your poison. Ah, the future. If only that was the future. Oh my god. This place is really falling apart. I guess Davis really did a number on the place. Kind of fits, honestly. The place has ruined so many lives. It should be in wreck. There you are. Still there no matter what. Feel like Afton would want his suit back. Or his daughter, I think. Wonder why you want to stay here so badly. Better here than the new place, I suppose. I hope you've been enjoying it. Oh, jeez. What a mess. Can't even salvage this place. But, guess it's for the best. No one's gonna come here anyway. Not after what I have to do.
John?
Michael?
What are you doing here?
Going down memory lane, I suppose.
I mean, I guess I came for the same reason, but not much left, huh? Arson will do that.
Yeah, he did quite a number on the place.
Yeah.
It was nice.
I actually came back because there were some files in the security office that I needed to reference for some things, but
Well, if they're there, you may have them. It's not like this place is any use to us. It was nice though, wasn't it?
yeah. I mean, starting the whole thing. I mean, you were a lot more optimistic about stuff back then.
Guess I just didn't see all the bad things happening, ignoring them, one after another. Guess everything.
I don't know. I mean, I just, seeing bad things or not, I came in here with nothing but bad things in my brain, but, somehow, even though I was in the middle of all of this, it wasn't so bad, doing it with you.
Thanks. Yeah, I didn't really have much before this. I kind of threw away the hopes of having a life. After what happened to Dawn and all of that, I just thought I couldn't have a normal life, or I didn't deserve it. Didn't this happen? When you came in, I didn't even think you liked this job. Probably didn't. I don't think that mattered. Maybe it wasn't bad, Maybe if I stayed here, things would have been better.
Well, you think moving to the city was bad for you?
I'm not moving to the city. I just think of what it implied. I don't think I should ever become CEO of this stupid company. It's caused me nothing but trouble.
Trouble, trouble, trouble. Hey, John, speaking of trouble, what did you do when you went to Brian's place?
Something beneath me. Something awful.
Awful?
To admit it, but what happened to Juber was my fault. I should have just fired him. If I'd have just done that, he would have been okay.
Why was it your fault?
Because I can protect you, I can't protect anyone else. Moulton knew if he killed someone not important to me, he would be fine. He doesn't hurt you, doesn't hurt Davis. Doesn't even go out of his way to threaten us anymore, but he went out of his way to teach me a lesson. So, I beat him. With a crowbar.
What?
Yeah. I know it sounds bad, but I was in a bad space. That's why I came here. I needed to reflect on myself, the things I've done. I don't know if I
John,
want
you
to.
remember you remember what I told you all those months ago? You spend all that time doing everything you can to protect the things that you love. I mean, the things if you don't watch yourself and if you don't if you don't see what kind of things you're doing for that cause, you're going to hurt a lot of people yourself. Take it from me. I mean, I know my dad was basically completely guilty of that.
But what do we do when the bad people don't stop? Do we just sit back and let them? When the bad things happen and you know about it, isn't it kind of your fault?
You can say a lot about not taking responsibility and not, taking matters into your own hands, but I mean, look at this place. There's a lot of things that were beyond our control.
I know. But you, us getting kidnapped, you being beaten, you being forced to work with your father, I think it was just too much. I honestly think what I've done wasn't terrible. I just feel bad that I had to do them. Shutting down that location with Freddy, taking him in, hurting Lefty. It's nothing I ever wanted to do. I just feel bad not being able to do anything about these things, Michael. It just hurts too much. And this place is kind of a reflection of that, isn't it? All the bad things I let bottled up inside and ignored. Ignored Davis's problems, just pushed them off to the side and let him do this. Guess it does show, huh?
John. I don't get you, John. Your whole justification is that you don't want to feel powerless, but you use that as an excuse to just... Look, let's be honest. Do you really think you're making things better by what you're doing?
No.
Then why are you doing it?
Someone has to.
No one has to.
A man died because he read into a file. How many files and how many people are going to keep dying because I keep making the wrong choices? I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want anyone else to be hurt because of my actions. That's why I'm thinking of stepping down.
Maybe you should. I think ever since you became CEO, it's been nothing but a bunch of awful thing after another.
You're right.
You know, there was a time when all I really liked doing was waking up, making myself some Eggs Benedict for breakfast, going to work, meeting you. And now it's not the same, John. I don't really know what happened, but it all starts and ends with you.
I'm sorry. And I guess that's not enough, is it?
Again, I don't get it. I don't understand.
What do you mean?
You just... Everything you've done, it's just...
Everything I've done is to protect my friends.
Protect your friends. John, that's exactly the kind of excuse my dad used. And look at what he did.
You think I'm becoming your father?
You look like him.
Oh, it's just a suit.
That's not what I mean. The look in your eyes. The way you talk to people. I mean, you say you're doing all this to protect the people you love, but I mean, God. God. My sister walked into that baby costume. Everything changed.
Listen, I don't have to do this anymore. With what happened to Lindsay, I've already sent her the parts. It's fine. With what happened with Brian, I can't even stop that. I just hate feeling this way. That laughter in my brain never goes away. It's like I'm just laughing at myself. Because I can't do it. No matter how much I've tried, and no matter how far ahead I've gotten, I still hear that laughter. It's like I'm chasing my own shadow. Maybe it is best. Maybe I won't come back.
Just take your hands off. There's got to be a point where you realize that you've crossed a line, and it's better to just not do anything. And the more you do, the more you try, the more things get worse.
And what happens if something happens to you? To Davis or me or the animatronics? And I could have done something.
What will be, John. Besides, all of these things that you're doing, it's not because you're preventing anything from happening. You're just doing it because you're upset that something bad happened in the first place. Can you imagine if I lived like that?
At a certain point, you did. You're upset by the things you couldn't control. The only reason you worked for me is because, I don't know, you felt better?
I mean, yeah. I was trying to get away from my dad. I was trying to get away from myself, but
I drove you right back to him. Twice.
John, spending time with you and all of your animatronics, I mean, taught me something more than, all the misery that I've seen with my dad. And all of that misery came from his twisted sense of, what, love? John, how do you know you're not doing the same thing? What if your love's twisted too?
I may end up failing. I may end up becoming some sort of monster. But I know in my heart that if anything happened to you or anyone else, what else do I have to lose?
You sound like my dad again.
Listen, I don't need this. I don't need this place, and I don't need Fazbear. I don't need to be the CEO anymore. Someone has to. Maybe that someone should be you.
Why me?
I think you deserve it.
I'm not even sure if that's a compliment or an insult at this point.
Well, at the end of the day, if I don't do it, someone will. Someone has to make these choices. I have not made choices out of the guilt I feel or the pain. Some of the decisions I have actually made just because I thought they were good. Me changing was just a side effect of my own brain turning against me, thinking I needed to be something I'm not. When I went to college to be an accountant. I worked really hard. I was going to graduate early. Something terrible happened. I lost someone that I didn't even know. But I knew if I just kept trying or just stayed with them, they would be here now. Juber reminded me a lot of them. Sad, I suppose. And I guess that's what it is, huh? Things we can't control.
Pretty much.
What do we do about the golden Freddy suit? We just leave it here?
I mean, what's it gonna do?
It's your family.
What family? What's left?
I don't know. You got plenty of family. Come on. You got me. I think I'm tired of this suit anyway. I think they have something a little bit more green.
Keep the purple, though. Just add green on it.
Yeah, you know how much money I wasted in chalk dye? How do you keep yourself purple like that?
Oh, this? Yeah, it's a lot of effort.
I bet. You know, the face makeup was a lot. The gloves, sure. This whole getup looks like something I wore when I was in my 20s. The future, am I right?
The future.
No matter what he says, or no matter what happens, you're probably one of the best people I've ever met. I'm glad you're my friend.